Welcome back to Noot News. I'm Seth. This is my co-host Brody, and tonight we have quite the supernatural episode for you. An harmless office prank has turned deadly.
And a UFO has made its way to Earth, and a mysterious incident has left many skeletal remains. There's also a lot more, so stay tuned to find out.
Wonderful. Everyone loves a Halloween prank until they turn deadly. Halloween is upon us, and with that comes many scary jokes. One employee at a company that chooses to remain nameless carved out a pumpkin and placed it on a co-worker's head. Of course, many laughed at the joke, including the pranky himself, until it was time to remove the vegetable, in which case the man found himself stuck in the pumpkin. At which time the man could have suffocated. As you can see from this video sent to us from a work group chat, this was planned days in advance. Just remember, think before you prank out there, people, and stay safe this Halloween.
Well, at least they removed it instead of letting it rot on his head.
Definitely. Right, we're going to quickly roll to a commercial and take a quick break, but don't go anywhere, we've got more left for you.
Eptop's leading bioexorcist. Yes, there is. Come on down here, and I want to tell you, I'll do anything. I'll possess myself if I gotta. Whoa! Yo, I got demons running all through me. All through me. Come on down here and see it. And hey Jack, now, you get a free demon possession with every exorcism. Now, you can't beat that, can you? Now, bring a little parts down here. Hell, we got plenty of snakes and lizards for them to play with. There's no problem with that at all. So, say it once. Say it twice, third time's a charm, and remember, I'll eat anything you want me to eat. I'll swallow anything you want me to swallow. So come on down now. Chew on a dog. Oh!
Welcome to Noot News. We are where the ship reportedly crashed. Right behind us here. This is in a forest near a neighborhood where something else is developing. Brody's got more for us.
Yeah, I mean, we're here where local witnesses have reported seeing a bright light coming over their houses and followed and a loud bang following not too long after. I mean, this was reported to have happened around 3 in the morning, and locals had, some of them had gone to investigate it. Yeah. I mean, a big green flashing light through their houses and a big bang not too long after. I'm sure they would want to check it out. But from what I see here, locals reported when they're at the site, uncomfortable noises radiating from it. They described it as a high frequency, a crippling noise that it made it feel like their ears were bleeding, and like nails on a chalkboard, but 100 times worse, which doesn't sound very pleasant. This caused the residents of the area to quickly leave, obviously, and return to their homes for safety.
I spoke to one woman. She said she was out admiring a fence that she just got put in, and all of a sudden it started ringing in her ears and she didn't know what to do, so she went back inside where her mother was there to luckily comfort her.
Yeah, well, obviously, I mean, you wouldn't want to be in an area where it's making you drastically uncomfortable, but
the lights would have been scary.
Yeah.
We at Noot aren't the biggest believers of the extraterrestrial life, but we know somebody he is. He is a conspiracy theorist named Ziggy. He's renowned in his field and has graciously lent us his time and his mind, and he's going to explain to us what he thinks this might be, and we're going to have a listen to what he has to say. Thank you, Ziggy, for sending us this clip.
Hello there, I am Ziggy, and recently there has been a UFO strike and alien communication, which has been happening on platforms such as TikTok and Character AI. Now, is this AI or is this the interaction of aliens? Messages can be seen on TikTok, such as this one. As you can see, these messages seem to be controlling these viewers, and companies such as Lipton have partnered with the aliens, as shown here. As you can see, Lipton has partnered with these aliens, but why were we striked with the UFO? Have Lipton not paid them enough ani to probe? Have we not been listening to these greater beings? Who knows, but we are certainly not safe with a UFO strike, and possibly more future strikes that can potentially come.
As you can see, Ziggy sure had a lot to say. At one point he claimed that Lipton and other big companies were working directly with the aliens. Is that very plausible? I'm not too sure. But I'll tell you one thing. If we ever find out that there is extraterrestrial life on this planet, Noot will be the first to let you know.
Yeah, I mean, Ziggy, great help, but I mean, with what we're seeing, it's really,
My ears are killing me.
yeah,
I'm getting a ringing.
like coming from like behind us.
Once again, big thank you to Ziggy for lending us his time and his mind. Things got a bit hairy back there at that crash site, man.
Yeah, I mean, being there firsthand makes you question like stuff, and I'm really glad Ziggy, could help clarify some personal questions I had.
Definitely. Also, when we were in that neighborhood, a different story was developing about a birthday party, and let's just say it wasn't that fun. Let's see what you had to say, Brody.
Yeah.
Petting zoos have been a small feature in many things like birthday parties and events. I mean, who wouldn't want to pet an animal for enjoyment? Unfortunately, these fun and exciting little pleasures have been graphically taken away from people, as petting zoos in local areas have been reported to have had the animals turned to bone. Green lightning has been striking these areas and rapidly stripping flesh from our cute friends. We have no idea what caused this, but I'm sure I don't want to find out. I was at a local area where a report had been taken, and here I am speaking more about it.
I'm here at an 8-year-old girl's birthday party where a lightning strike has sadly hit her petting zoo. This was Clarkson, one of the animals. This does, as disappointing as this does answer some questions as to whether these lightning attacks are targeted or just clustered animals in a general area. This is disappointing though, as the family's dog had been caught in the crossfire. This family dog though, fortunately for neighbours, has been a local menace for many years, with multiple reports of attacks and general nuisance. But it's still a sad day for both Clarkson, the family, dog, not so much for the neighbours, but yeah, won't be getting much bang for that. But
We also have reports of multiple petting zoo owners going out of business, as these attacks only show results of petting zoos being targeted. Could it be the work of something extraterrestrial, or maybe even a series of unfortunate events?
Oh. It was bone chilling, just absolutely shocking. But it is a shame that local businesses have shut down due to this event. But most importantly, I hope that the birthday girl gets some therapy as a present.
yeah, I mean, I personally never like to see companies going out of business or even lose some business, but obviously there are a lot of pros and cons to this event, although they're a bit hard to see.
But yeah, they're not so black and white. And it's also a shame when it's a family-owned business, a nice one as well. But in some better news, our favourite Alan has got a nice story about something we reported on last week, an ADW star. He's got an update on that, so let's see what he has to say.
Long Dong.
An update on Long Dong Silver has just come in. He is still recovering but has signed on to wrestle again under the ADW name next year. Sadly, he will not be able to compete in this year's finals. The Australian Dick Wrestling Finals will be held over the next month. Fan favorite, the Shrimp King, is picked to win this year's season. In other news, the man who threw the bacon has been identified and prosecuted, and the case was settled outside of court. Details are unknown, but what we do know is this apparently wasn't his first offense like this.
I'm just glad that justice has been served, and I, for one, am keen to see Long John Silver back in the ring next year.
Woo, yeah. I mean, it is so great to see one of my all-time greats
yeah.
continue for another season.
Well, let me tell you, speaking of good seasons, this new Boulder Butt, he's been working his butt off, and I'm keen to see what he comes out with next year. I think he might shine well in the ring.
I think so too.
Maybe we might even see him matched up with our very own Mr. Silver.
Debatable, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Yeah,
they are very good in that ring.
I mean, this episode has been rather interesting overall. I mean, we've seen Colored Lightning and ADW stars renewing careers and new ones arising.
Definitely. Not just that, we've also taken a look at some harmless co-worker pranks.
Sure hope you don't do that to me.
Halloween's not over yet. We've also taken a look at a bit more of an upsetting one, that tragedy at that girl's birthday party. We shouldn't overlook the businesses that have gone down, the trauma that has been inflicted, pets that have been lost.
Yeah.
Although the neighbours might be happy about that one.
But still.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, like, we also definitely can't forget our encounter with something that I'm still struggling to get my head around.
Yeah,
I mean, thanks to Ziggy again for trying to help us out.
Definitely. I wouldn't
get more of an understanding.
Comprehend that without him, man.
No. And I mean, it's a lot different when you're there.
Definitely. Well, all that did make for a great episode. We hope you've all enjoyed it and are having a happy Halloween.
Ooh.